The protein won the coin toss. Mr. Matteo Preziosi will now begin with the introductory statement for the protein.
Distinguished guests, my team and I will provide you with research to prove that chocolate milk is not our nemesis. We will share interviews taken with our school nurse, experts in the field of nutrition, and high school athletes to illustrate some startling facts and evidence on why chocolate milk is both healthy and nutritious alternative to other sugary beverages. We will prove to you beyond a shadow of doubt that chocolate milk is best for growing healthy bodies and minds. You will leave this cafetorium in awe, wondering why we would ever try to vote chocolate milk off of our school lunch menu. You, my friends, will do the right thing. You will vote yes for chocolate milk. Sit back and enjoy today's friendly debate. The chocolate milk lovers are the students sitting to my right with bright smiles on their faces, undoubtedly because their teeth have been fortified with vitamin D. Drinking creamy, smooth chocolate milk brings a smile to everyone's face. Ogden is chocolate milk. Let the debate begin.
Mrs. Hajar.
My partner and I decided to present our information about the benefits of chocolate milk in a creative way. We designed and wrote a book about a sad cow named Felicia whose white milk, is not being appreciated by all of the Ogden students. The kids missed all of their nutrients and calcium, and they come up with a plan to help Felicia. They come up with a plan to help Felicia by adding nutritious chocolate milk to the boring white milk. It becomes so delicious that Felicia is never disappointed again. The moral of the story is, kids do not like white, plain, boring milk. They like delicious, creamy, smooth chocolate milk. Enjoy.
Once upon a time, there was a cow named Felicia. She was very sad because no one wanted to drink the milk that she worked so hard to produce.
The Ogden students are such a caring group that they devised a plan to help Felicia the cow by getting more of their friends to drink her milk.
They decided to add a small amount of nutritious chocolate milk to the plain, boring white milk.
When the chocolate was added to the white milk, the milk got a burst of energy and never felt so alive.
The very next day at Ogden, children celebrated their new nutritious lunchtime favorite by drinking a cold, fresh container of creamy chocolate milk. They worked harder in class and had more energy than ever before.
Felicia the cow had never been happier in her whole life. Each day, she made meals for the students at Ogden and knew that she was making a difference in their lives by promoting healthy eating habits. She moved by the kindness of others.
This graph represents how drinking chocolate milk is superior to eating a Hershey bar. One big problem about eating a candy bar is it may cause obesity. The amount of unhealthy ingredients in a candy bar are detrimental to your health. Chocolate milk has many more nutrients and proteins than a candy bar. As this graph shows, chocolate milk has 0% fat and a Hershey bar has 13% fat. A Hershey bar has 3 grams of protein and chocolate milk has 8 grams of protein. Protein is good for brain development. Lastly, a Hershey bar has only 8% calcium and chocolate milk has 30% calcium for strong teeth and bones. Remember, keep calm and drink chocolate milk.
On this slide, you see many persuasive reasons to drink chocolate milk. After physical activity, many athletes choose to drink chocolate milk, as my ensemble mate Matteo will soon demonstrate, because of much needed electrolytes and sodium. Chocolate milk also improves physical performance. Electrolytes balance the fluid in cells and rehydrate people after sweating. Sodium relieves muscle pain after workout and keeps the heart steady. As you can see, chocolate milk is a really great choice to keep healthy alive in our schools. The old saying, an apple a day can keep a doctor away, should be replaced with a carton of chocolate milk a day can keep the doctor away. Thank you.
Without chocolate milk, where will kids get the protein, vitamins, and nutrients they need? Kids don't grab regular milk, and you know it. They will grab those sugary, unhealthy drinks if chocolate milk is not on the menu. A chocolate milk ban from 11 Oregon schools caused students to consume less calcium and protein, says researcher Andrew Hayes. My point exactly. Thank you. I hope you now know how beneficial chocolate milk is.
These interviews have been conducted in order to prove our point with professional advisement. The nurse, Ms. Griffin, is experienced with children's health and will be able to answer several questions regarding chocolate milk healthfulness. Since our subject is embedded in chocolate milk nutrition facts and results, our newfound information is worthy of acknowledgement as information derived from professional sources.
The school nurse is in charge of taking care of all of our new students. Do you think chocolate milk is healthy? Why or why not?
Well, chocolate milk provides the students with knowing nutrients essential for growth and development.
Should all who continue to serve chocolate milk as part of their daily lunch menu?
Yes, fat-free chocolate milk provides students with vitamin C, calcium, and protein, all good sources needed for a growing body.
In your observation, are chocolate milk triggers to children obese? If not, how would you describe them?
No, on average, chocolate milk contributes less than 5% of added sugar and 2% of calories in children's diet.
Do you think that drinking chocolate milk is better than not drinking any milk?
Yes.
This interview has proven that chocolate milk is highly beneficial for the healthfulness of children's diet. Ms. Griffin, our school nurse, has given information which reinforces our argument about the perks of chocolate milk.
Next slide.
To further reinforce our point, I would like to share expert opinions. Dr. John Ivey is the lead researcher of the University of Texas, and he believes that chocolate milk is the best beverage to drink after a difficult workout. Linda R. Stoll, lead nutritionist, believes that chocolate milk adds too many, and I quote, positive contributions to a child's diet to be removed from school lunch menus. As a mother and nutritionist, Melissa Dobbins only wants the best for her children. When she analyzed the nutritional content of a sports drink, a cola, and chocolate milk, she was shocked at what she discovered. The chocolate milk had the least amount of added sugar. The following claims have been made against chocolate milk, and some of these claims have been proven false. Chocolate milk does not cause hyperactivity in children. People say that chocolate milk causes cavities, but the American Academy of Pediatrics contradicts that. In a study conducted, an average of 35% of the consumption of milk dropped in elementary schools when flavored milk was banned. Once more, thank you for attending this important debate. Enjoy your day, and before you leave, stop by the cafeteria for some chocolate milk. My treat.
Do you guys know basketball player Carmelo Anthony? If you do, raise your hand. Alive. Wow. He plays for the New York Knicks. Carmelo drinks chocolate milk to recover lost nutrients. He really supports chocolate milk, but why listen to me? Let's watch the video to hear their opinion.
After the adrenaline starts pumping, after the last shots have been taken, after I've gone all out, I refuel with chocolate milk to replenish critical nutrients and for high quality protein. That's how I prepare for tomorrow. That's my after.
The video you are about to see shows a study that was done using 3 randomized groups. The experiment had swimmers from these 3 groups do a difficult morning workout. The experiment had swimmers from these three groups. After the workout, each group drank a different beverage. It was either water, a sports drink, or chocolate milk. In the afternoon, each group raced. The group that drank chocolate milk consistently won by 2.1 seconds, which is a lot in a swim race.
I think in today's world, a lot of athletes work out more than once a day. And what that means is that the recovery interval becomes really short. It becomes critical. If you can't train well, you can't perform well ultimately. In the last 25 years, one of the probably biggest sort of news items in our field in terms of sports science is the need for an athlete to recover nutritionally. This study simulates what swimmers normally do. We have the athletes come in the morning and do a very exhaustive exercise bout. They would get out of the pool and we would start a nutritional treatment, randomized between water or sport drink or chocolate milk. And then we would let them warm up again in the afternoon, and we went through a performance protocol that was, again, an attack one of three metabolic systems that are normally utilized during an exercise bout. Consistently, the chocolate milk treatment always outperformed the other two treatments. The differences between the treatments is about 2 seconds, which is actually pretty large when you're talking about competitive swimmers. The quality that is important about the chocolate milk is that it contains the nutrients that the muscles need in order to do work. It's the ratio of carbohydrate to fat to protein that may be critical in terms of chocolate milk actually working. It's readily available, palatable, easy to digest and absorb, and we don't seem to have any problems introducing it into the athlete's diet. And a lot of athletes already use it.
This is your Hewlett varsity soccer captain, Johnny Preziosi. He's an athlete who drinks chocolate milk, and he says it's good for you. The varsity team made the playoffs this year, so it can't be wrong. Let's see the video.
What sports do you play?
I play soccer, I play for the high school team, I play for teams outside of the school, I play for elite soccer teams, and I also like to.
And why do you think that chocolate is a good choice or not a good choice for athletes?
I think it's a great choice for athletes. It's a really good recovery drink, and I drink it after every practice and every game.
Here's an athlete who, as a freshman, made the varsity basketball and soccer teams. He doesn't eat a lot of sweets, and thanks chocolate milk for that. He does enjoy a cup of creamy, delicious chocolate milk, and I think he has good genes. Let's watch the video.
What sports do you
I play on the varsity basketball team, and I play for an elite soccer club outside of school.
Do you eat a lot of sweets?
No, I don't eat a lot of sweets, but when I look for something sugary, a glass of chocolate milk is very satisfying, and it has a little sugar and gives me a lot of other nutrients. So I don't look at chocolate milk as something that's bad for me. I think drinking chocolate milk stops me from eating other unhealthy sugary snacks.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I also love drinking chocolate milk.
In this video, you'll see how intelligent Mr. Viegas is. You'll also see that he's a chocolate milk supporter. We are so lucky to have him as our Hewlett athletic director. Action.
Your view as athletic director, do you think chocolate milk is good for you? Why or why not?
All my research has told me that chocolate milk is good for us, especially for athletes, and after exercise, we think called post-recovery, because of the energy that's expended and the breakdown of some of the chemicals in your muscles that helps with that replenishment and the healing of the muscles following exercise.
Okay.
So I would be in favor of chocolate milk.
Thank you.
Thank you, audience members, respected judges, our wonderful principal, Dr. Anzalone, Dr. Marino, and Mrs. Murray for allowing us, the Pro Team, to speak against what we think is right for our beloved Ogden. I believe that we have established that chocolate milk should remain in our school for students to enjoy and savor while keeping a healthy appetite and palate. Best regards, and we hope that you allow chocolate milk to see another day.
Thank you, Pro Team. Wonderful job. And now, the Con Team with opening statement by Ms. Major.
Today there's a very controversial debate about whether or not schools should serve chocolate milk. This chocolate beverage is filled with added sugar and can cause obesity and other health-related issues. Schools should refrain from serving chocolate milk. My teammates and I will strive to persuade you via creative presentations that chocolate milk should be banned from Ogden. Let's band together to choose health first.
Start off my PowerPoint, chocolate milk should be banned from Ogden. Does everyone know who Dr. Oz is? Well, for the people who don't know him, Dr. Oz is a famous cardiologist from the NYU hospital with his own award-winning talk show. He's on Channel 5 daily at 2 p.m. People worldwide listen to what he says. He gives tips and information about staying healthy. Help me in welcoming Dr. Oz, who is here with us today to talk about chocolate milk.
Hello, I'm Dr. Oz. Do you like to drink chocolate milk? It may be a tasty beverage, but did you know that this drink has 20% more sugar than soda? The next time you reach for this drink, I encourage you to make a better choice for your health.
Thank you, Dr. Oz. So let me ask you, what is chocolate milk? It is a beverage being sold in schools around the U.S. Many children enjoy this chocolate alternative to white milk, but did you know that this drink has a lot of added sugar? Here's some of the hard facts to take about your favorite drink. Chocolate milk has unnatural sugar. We might all be thinking, so what? Or so who cares? It's still sugar. Well, you might be right, but unnatural sugar is something to worry about. This sugar is something called high fructose corn syrup. It is unhealthier than regular sugar that comes from sugar canes. White milk has 12 grams of sugar, while chocolate milk has 22 grams of sugar. That's 20% more sugar than a Coca-Cola. It is also equivalent to 5 teaspoons. Imagine that. Chocolate milk also has high cholesterol and is saturated with fat. These things can cause heart disease. Think about it. If kids drank chocolate milk for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they would be getting 66 grams of sugar in just one day by itself. If we did the math and multiplied it by the days there are in a year, 365 days, kids would be getting 24,090 grams of sugar in 1 year just by drinking chocolate milk. Some people may say that giving kids just a little sugar is okay to get the nutrients they need, but this is not okay with me. It is too much sugar to give just to get kids to drink milk. We need to educate kids to make better choices to live a healthy lifestyle that will lead into
choices as adults. That is how I feel when I see kids drinking chocolate milk every day. Sugar can not only give you diabetes and obesity, but can give you cavities. This teeth is on white milk. White milk can keep your teeth normal and keep them shiny. This is teeth on chocolate milk. For the chocolate milk drinkers, you're giving yourselves that kind of teeth. Which kind of teeth would you prefer? Let's take some looks at some facts about childhood obesity. 1 in 3 children are not considered obese. An average child now these days usually get near 20 teaspoons of sugar in one day by itself. That's 6 times more than the recommended amount. 74% of children don't get enough exercise. And finally, children who are obese are able to get pre-diabetes, joint problems, sleep apnea, heart disease, and give you low self-esteem. I hope Ogden will teach all of the students to improve their everyday diets and to get more exercise to prevent any health issues. I want everyone to live a healthy and happy life when they grow up without obesity problems or dental problems. This boy may be happy now, but how happy will he be when he won't be able to climb steps without losing his breath? In a final analysis, Ogden should ban milk from our cafeteria's menu. My team and I want healthier children in our district. So let me ask you, don't you want the same for your children, your future? Thank you. Are you still not convinced that chocolate milk is still not good for you? Well, Dr. Ross will be joining us one last time to explain how chocolate milk can be addictive and how chocolate milk companies are lying to their consumers about its nutrients and facts. Watch and learn.
Milk, it does a body good. That's what the National Dairy Board has been telling us for years, and I agree. Milk has a lot of health benefits. But now, a controversy that has everyone from consumer groups to moms up in arms. The dairy industry is petitioning the FDA to be allowed to put artificial sweeteners into flavored milk and 17 other dairy products, from yogurt to your sour cream, all without clearly letting you know on the front label. So the question, should this be allowed, and why are they doing it? But first, let's start by taking a closer look at some of the most popular products your family uses that could be affected. Chocolate milk, strawberry milk, half and half, cultured milk, evaporated milk, heavy cream and light cream, full fat and low fat yogurts. Let's look at what that means when it comes to the changes in the packaging. How you'd see it in the dairy case. That's what really matters. So right now, if a dairy product, like this chocolate milk for example, has artificial sweeteners, to still be called milk, the front of the label has to indicate with phrases like less sugar or reduced calories or no sugar added that there's been a change made. The dairy industry wants to be able to put in artificial sweeteners and not have reduced calories or that sort of thing on the front label. But still, they want to call it milk. You would only know there were artificial sweeteners present by checking the small ingredients box in the back of the box. An example, for example, aspartame. Here, you only see it there. And here's some of the wording from the dairy petition. This would promote more healthful eating practices and reduce childhood obesity by providing for lower calorie flavored milk products. So I want to ask Ebony to join me. Ebony is a mom of 3 who uses a lot of dairy. Welcome to the show. And I know you see these headlines and you get concerned by them. First off, how much dairy roughly does your family drink in a week?
We eat a ton of dairy. I cook with it at almost every meal, about 3.5 gallons a week and 40 yogurts.
That's a lot of dairy.
Really?
So you must think it's healthy for your family.
I was raised on dairy and believing that it was healthy for you.
And again, I think dairy at its core is a very helpful thing for a lot of reasons. Would knowing that your dairy products have artificial sweeteners in them influence whether you pick them or not for your family?
Yes, because you can make artificial sweeteners with chemicals. And it could harm the kids.
chemicals. That's a phrase that I think a lot of moms are thinking about now, and is it the same thing that I grew up with, so can I trust it with my kids? So today we are talking about the right to know what's being put in your products in a way that is fair and is clear so that entities of the world know that it's there. But my other concern about artificial sweeteners is that just like regular sugar, they may be addictive. Here's why. Artificial sweeteners,
they may make foods taste good, but at what cost? Researchers now believe that when artificial sweeteners hit the stomach, it signals the brain that you just had something sweet. The pleasure centers in the brain get stimulated, and as a result, you feel good. This reaction is very similar to the way the brain reacts to drugs. Science shows that your brain may be able to tell the difference between real and manufactured sugar. Why? Because artificial sweeteners just don't satisfy the cravings the way real sugars do. To reach the same level of satisfaction from real sugar, your family could end up eating more and more of the artificial sweet stuff. Which begs the question, could you or someone in your family get hooked on artificial sweeteners?
When Dr. Manzalone asked us how we would like to present the negatives of chocolate milk, we decided to create a Jeopardy game to keep the audience actively involved in this serious debate.
In all fairness, we must warn you that after hearing our presentation, you might walk out of here changing your mind. We expect that starting tomorrow, we will see white milk on your lunch tray instead of harmful chocolate milk.
Okay, we are going to ask the panelists to participate in this game of Jeopardy. So, Ms. Underweiser?
Who would like to read the first question? Dr. Terry.
I'll have interesting facts for 10, please.
What type of chocolate is healthy in moderation?
Probably you want me to say none.
Let's find out. The possible answers were dark chocolate. However, the chocolate added to milk is processed, unnatural, and loaded with sugar. This source is from Dr. Oz. So even though if you are fooled to believe that chocolate in chocolate milk is healthy, it isn't even real chocolate. It is processed and unnatural. Why would you want to put that in your body? Who would like to take the next question?
What percentage of the U.S. population is obese?
40%. Yes.
Let's see the possible answers. According to KidsHealth.org, 33% or 1 of 3 people are obese in the United States. Continuing to serve chocolate milk at Active will lead to obesity among our students. Who would like to take the next question?
Nutrition for 10.
How many grams of sugar are in 1 carton of fat-free chocolate milk? How many teaspoons are in 1 carton of fat-free chocolate milk? Okay, let's see the possible answers. Possible answers were 22 grams and over 5 teaspoons. But if you think about it, if there are 22 grams of sugar in chocolate milk, this is how much sugar that's in a carton of chocolate milk in Ogden's cafeteria. That's more than 5 teaspoons of sugar. Whoa, how shocking and disappointing. Who would like to ask the next question?
much weight can a kid gain from choosing chocolate milk over white milk in 1 year? Let's see the possible answers. A new review of available research shows sugary beverages contribute to weight gain and obesity in the United States. Just one drink each day can add as much as 15 pounds to your weight over the course of a single year. That means that in 1 month, a kid is gaining a little more than 1 pound. And before you know it, they'll gain 15 pounds in 1 year just from consuming the harmful and unhealthy beverage chocolate milk. How will children participate in activities and sports with all the added weight on their bodies? We would like to take the next question. What is obesity? Let's see the possible answer. Obesity is a condition of being grossly fat and overweight. Being obese gives you a bigger chance of getting diseases, including diabetes, high blood pressure, strokes, and the list goes on. Who would like to take the next question?
Why is sugar harmful for a growing body? Let's see the possible answers. The following reasons show what can happen to a growing boy or girl by drinking this harmful and very sugary beverage. Your immune system will weaken. Sugar becomes addictive. The more you take in, the more you want. Causes more hyperactive children and shorter attention spans in children.
Thank you, panelists, for playing our Jeopardy!
Chocolate milk can contain as much sugar as a candy bar. So all this time you thought you were drinking something healthy, you're really drinking a Snicker bar or a Kit Kat.
It also contains 20% more sugar than soda. Soda bottles are about 3 times as big as chocolate milk, but chocolate milk still contains 20% more sugar. Look at this Coke bottle compared to this carton of chocolate milk. All this time you thought that Coke was the most unhealthy beverage to drink. I bet you changed your mind now.
Depending on the brand, chocolate milk can have anywhere from 22 to 30 grams of sugar. Look at this cup. Every carton a child consumes, this is how much sugar they're putting into their body. This is almost half the size of a chocolate milk carton. Would you really risk your chances of drinking this?
A kid can consume a whole school bus worth of sugar in 1 year because of chocolate milk. A school bus of sugar is 57 tons. Look at the size of that bus. Do you want your child or yourself to consume a whole bus of sugar annually? Also, did you know that Dr. Oz states that chocolate milk is good? That chocolate is good for you, but only pure chocolate. Chocolate milk is stuffed with sugar, which is not pure.
Added sugar accounts for 20% of teens' daily calories. So even if you are getting your calories, you're not getting the proper nutrients, which means you won't grow the same way that you are now.
Chocolate milk contains 130 calories per carton. A meal should be about 300 calories, and chocolate milk takes up about half that. Why waste your calories on something so unhealthy?
Corn syrup is added into chocolate milk. For those of you who don't know what corn syrup is, it is a manufactured syrup made to add flavor and taste to the chocolate milk. This ingredient contributes to obesity, according to the Corn Refiners Association.
Chocolate milk contains 170 milligrams of sodium, which can give high blood sugar, which can give high cholesterol and high blood sugar. Is it worth drinking?
Another ingredient in chocolate milk is 22 grams of simple carbohydrates. This harmful ingredient could also cause high blood sugar, which can also lead to stroke. Who would want to risk their child's life or your own?
Chocolate milk can cause obesity and high cholesterol. The fact that chocolate milk can cause these two diseases is quite stunning, which proves that it is not a healthy beverage. Think, would you want to risk getting obesity or high cholesterol? Make the healthy choice.
Some long-term effects that can be caused by chocolate milk are heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. All of these diseases are the deadliest diseases in America. Who wants to suffer these deadly diseases by drinking a couple carts a day of chocolate milk?
Both low-fat yogurt and cheese provide key nutrients without requiring extra sugar. These are great alternatives for chocolate milk.
Broccoli and spinach are a healthy and delicious alternative for chocolate milk. It has all the nutritions you need, and it also contains vitamin K, vitamin C, vitamin B1, and vitamin B2, and many, many more. Broccoli can also contain folate, which is very useful for babies with growing brains.
In conclusion, we think chocolate milk is unhealthy because of sugar and health diseases.
We strongly feel that the negatives outweigh the positives. Who doesn't love music? In the process of preparing for this chocolate milk debate, I wanted to convey a very important message through music. I designed my main lyrics to a medley of tunes, including Hotline Bling by Drake, Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars, Selfie by the Chainsmokers, Do You Want to Build a Snowman from Disney's Frozen, and Confident by Demi Lovato. These upbeat songs have catchy beats that I believe will help me pass on my explanation about the harmful effects of chocolate milk. Please enjoy this music video written and directed by me, starring my close friend Tamar Honore. Thank you, and please enjoy the duration of chocolate milk debate.
Everyone should really be quiet to hear the lyrics, okay?
But first, let me take chocolate milk. Dip, 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 dip. Stop! Wait a minute, don't you dare drink it! What's wrong with drinking? What's wrong with drinking? What's wrong with drinking chocolate milk? What? These days, kids be drinking chocolate milk, but they don't know that it is really bad for you. The increase of children with obesity has sparked the mood. Getting heart disease was also proven to be true. 2 gallons of extra sugar is nothing to look forward to. It makes your heart
my team and I disagree that keeping chocolate milk at Ogden's Cafe is in the future's best interest. We want the children of the future to become a healthier generation by having better diets, which can begin by banning chocolate milk. Again, I hope you will all choose the healthier and more beneficial choice in this debate. Thank you for your time.
Excellent job, Constantine. I hope before we begin the official debate, you see just how much work and time and effort went into each of these presentations. Thank you. Okay, since the pro team won the coin toss, do any of you have a counter argument for the con team? Ms. Ginsburg.
You said that chocolate milk has saturated fat in it. Well, in my research, I learned that chocolate milk is actually fat-free. If you don't believe me, read this card in.
Okay, does anyone have any rebuttal from the con team? Okay, does anyone from the con team have anything to say to the pro team? Ms. Major.
These people who you stated exercise, so they are burning off the sugar and the fat from their bodies that they had with them consuming chocolate milk. All these people, if you guys don't exercise and you just sit down and lack at home playing video games, there's carbohydrates inside chocolate milk. If you don't do anything with them, exercise at all, it just turns into fat. So, if any of you don't do exercise, you're drinking extra fat.
Well, after you work out, you have to recover all your nutrients that you lost, so you have to drink chocolate milk. And that's it.
But you could get other key nutrients that don't have the same amount of fat. Like, as me and Anthony stated on the board, there are many more and are much healthier than chocolate milk.
Okay, but do you want canned sardines instead of chocolate milk?
I mean, yogurt.
Okay, you want broccoli instead of chocolate milk?
Yeah, I prefer broccoli. I really don't like chocolate milk, especially after I learned all these unhealthy facts about it.
Well, it doesn't taste good.
Well, to you it doesn't, for other people it might.
It doesn't taste as good as chocolate milk, though.
Well, chocolate milk, I think that it really isn't that good, and I don't get why people are wasting their...
Okay, I want to remind you to keep your opinions to yourselves. This is about the facts. So it must be based on facts.
Chocolate milk? You also said that chocolate milk can cause cholesterol problems, but white milk has 4% cholesterol. Chocolate milk only has 2%. So,
well, chocolate milk can also contain other health issues like heart disease. You realize that's the main killer in America.
but with our school nurse, we had an interview, and it said that Ethan asked, do a lot of kids who drink chocolate milk have obesity? She said no.
Well, you heard that 1 out of every 3 children in America are obese.
Yeah, but that's like, I don't know how much kids.
33%. There is almost 16 million kids in America.
Okay. Gael, do you have a source for that number? Kids.org. Okay, thank you. All right, let's move on to the next counter argument. Mr. Barbado?
Mateo, you said that chocolate milk is best for growing bodies. Actually, there alternatives that are much better because not only do they have most of the nutrients that chocolate milk has, but they also have other nutrients that chocolate milk does not contain, and they do not contain nearly as much sugar.
Yeah, but as I said to Yael, why would you want to drink? Why would you want to eat stuff that doesn't really taste really good and not get the nutrients that you like? But in chocolate milk, you also get a lot of nutrients. And by the way, chocolate milk actually has more vitamin C than white milk.
Would anyone else from the protein like to add to that? Okay, Mr. Rashid or Mr. Avila?
Besides, when you drink chocolate milk, you're getting a lot of nutrients, so you have to not only eat just broccoli, but you have to eat many, many other foods that you might not like, in order to get the same nutrients that broccoli, that chocolate milk gives. So,
However, Mateo, when you said that chocolate, we weren't even talking about the taste. It's not the best for growing bodies because even though the taste might be good, these other foods also contain good nutrients such as many vitamins, but without the sugar. The taste wasn't even involved.
Yeah, but still, even though it's not the best for it, it still is really good. And the sugars just makes up for all the vitamins in the chocolate milk.
Well, you said it was the best for growing bodies.
Okay, maybe I was wrong.
Okay, let's move on to the counter argument. Okay, Ms. Ginsburg.
In my research, I learned that chocolate milk has the most vitamin C out of all the milks that Anna sells. So, if you do decide to ban chocolate milk, and you realize that a lot of kids start not coming to school, it might be because it's cold and flu season, and they're not getting vitamin C, which they need to stay healthy.
Absolutely none of that. Absolutely none of it. Mr. Kim?
Well, if kids wouldn't want to go to school to drink chocolate milk, how would they get their education?
That's my point. If you do keep chocolate milk in school, kids will not get colds, and they'll still get their education.
Well, if they just miss school because they can't drink something that they like, it doesn't really make sense. If you don't want to go to school just for some tiny drink that you want to drink, you can always get it from some kind of convenience store.
Well, that's actually not what I said. I said that if you do ban chocolate milk, then since the white milk and strawberry milk contain zero vitamin C, kids are going to start getting colds because the vitamin C helps your immune system block colds and viruses.
Can't kids get other foods such as yogurt and vegetables like my teammate said, or fruits?
Well, you said actually that in Dr. Oz, he said that yogurt and sour cream also have artificial sweeteners and have fat in them.
I mean organic yogurt.
Kids are going to buy flavored organic yogurts.
Okay, do we have any other teammates? I know that Mr. Rashid, you had your hand raised.
Adding on to what Olivia said, chocolate milk's vitamin C also helps the tissue build the tissue and helps blood vessels flow nice and smooth.
I learned on a health website that it said that vitamin C doesn't block colds, but it prevents them. It has little chance of happening, but it doesn't block them. So, Olivia, you said it blocks them.
Yes, but it also does help prevent them. And if you see that chocolate milk has 4% vitamin C, so that'll give the kids less of a chance of getting a cold because the vitamin C is working and it's preventing it.
You can get fruits. Fruits are tasty, aren't they?
Well, yes, but
This is also the healthiest way to get chocolate.
Dark chocolate is the healthiest way to get chocolate. This is manufactured chocolate, which isn't real.
Dark chocolate has fat in it.
Well, this is manufactured, so it has more of the chemicals that Dr. Oz was talking about.
This says fat-free milk. This is fat-free milk, 1. And 2, Dr. Oz was including all dairy, which is also included white milk, since that's also dairy.
Well, dark chocolate isn't dairy. It doesn't have milk in it.
Exactly, but this is the healthiest way also to get dairy, because it doesn't have fat in it.
Actually, there is a healthier way to get dairy.